BuckeyeHuddle.com Southern Swing continues. We are in Birmingham, Alabama. We are here with five-star Ohio State commit Na'eem Offord. Got the pads on today, got out there, did some physical work, some scrimmaging a little bit with your teammates. How did everything go out there today?
It went good. Just learning what to do, trying to be focused for next weekend.
Spring game next weekend, is it? Or
yes,
spring scrimmage?
next week. It's next week on Thursday.
Okay.
We have a scrimmage Thursday.
Yep. Obviously this is a great opportunity for you guys to get out here like in the off season and get some work in. What are some things you were focused on personally, just kind of your development, and how do you kind of take this time in the spring to work on your game? Just
trying to transition to the game, to practice, because however you practice, how you're going to play. So I use that and take it as, working with my feet, working with my hands, just trying to do everything the right way.
Nice little interception there. Made a couple plays out there. What are your strengths as a player? I mean, you've got this. You're very highly ranked, obviously, but more so than that, you've got a lot of the top schools in the country wanting you in their class. Ohio State's got you right now. Mm-hmm. But as far as just your strengths and things you bring to the table, what do you think those are?
I say my hands, I say my feet, my physicality, and my IQ.
Committed early to Ohio State. What was it about the Buckeyes? You're a national guy. You could have, waited until December. You could have, done all those things. Why commit early to Ohio State? What was it about the Buckeyes?
You got to look at what's best for you. What's the best fit for me? I knew it was the best fit for me, coaching wise. Being coached by Coach Walton, who would want to be coached by him. He coached my favorite player, Jaylen Ramsey. He developed him, as you can see. He said he was the first DB coach to actually coach him. And like develop and push him, and who wouldn't want a coach to push you and send you to that high level. And when I know when I get there, he's gonna already be teaching me the stuff that I know I need to be mastering.
That track record with him with Jaylen Ramsey has seemed to have gone a long way with him as far as recruiting. Initially when those comments were kind of made by Jaylen Ramsey, I think a lot of people at rival schools were like, oh, what does that mean? Like, Jaylen Ramsey's this great athlete. He was going to go to the NFL no matter what, or he was going to do this no matter what, that no matter what. But it seems to resonate with guys like you. How important is that to see kind of some of the guys he's molded, be it at the college or pro level?
It's super important. If you look at his resume, he got a real strong resume. He done coached a lot of good players in NFL, college, and as you can see, he developed everybody. Apparently, as you can see, he know what he's doing. He getting all the top recruits, all the top players, top 3 corners in the nation. So he know what he's doing.
Yeah. So you, Devin, and Blake, that's a huge deal, I think, for anybody. But I think Ohio State fans are very excited about that possibility. Why was it so easy for you guys to kind of commit early, and no one seemed to look around and say, well, I may not be the number one guy. Those two are already in the class, or am I going to be the guy, or is he going to be the guy? It seems like there's been some unselfishness there in terms of just kind of wanting to be part of this together. Where do you think that stems from, and is that the case with you guys?
That wasn't really no problem. I mean, at first, because we weren't committed nowhere, everybody had their own separate spots. I mean, who wanted to be on top? So everybody wanted to be on top. But now that we all committed, we don't really care about ranking. We're going to be on the same team, same side, and we're going to be communicating, building a stronger bond and stronger relationship. So we don't really be worried about all that. As you can see, we getting stronger. We was all at the spring game, talking to Coach Walton. Everybody got a strong relationship with Coach Walton, and it just built from there. But we don't worry about rankings no more. It don't really bother us, as you can see, because we teammates, so it really don't matter. Yep. And we're going to be competing, so when we get to Ohio State, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. So.
It looks like they've got a nice setup there with maybe you and Devin on the outside, and maybe Blake as like kind of your nickel slot corner. How was that spring game weekend, kind of hanging out with those guys, getting to learn more about them, getting to see the team perform? Just how's that all coming together for you?
It was pretty good. Meeting the players, I met Jermaine, IGB, I met all them guys. They was cool. We was all in a little meeting, talking about ball. It'd be fun. We all talk about ball. And me watching them play, they ain't scared of nobody. I can tell whoever they go against, they gonna have to bring it, because IGB and them, they some real dogs. You could tell Coach Watson developed them. So that's what I mean by development. So when I get there and I see him develop them, I know he can do the same thing with me and Devin and Blake. So
you ready to take on Jeremiah Smith?
I ain't got no problem with anybody. It's with anybody. That's what I want. I want him to make me get better. So
yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point of that is, the great receivers they've been bringing in and developing over the years. Does that appeal to you in terms of picking them?
Yeah, that's also a good question. That's also why I committed, because if you think about it, Ohio State known for getting the best receivers in the nation. So when I get there, even besides JJ, we still got other recruits coming in, high recruited receivers. So I'm going to also have more competition. It's just competition there. They're going to get the best of the best. So who wouldn't want to go to the best of the best? So that's
Ohio State official, you said set June 21st. You've been there a few times now, but is there anything you need to see on the visit, or is there, what are you looking forward to about that weekend, or are there some things that maybe you need to experience or see about Ohio State, some questions to answer, or is it just kind of just hanging out, having fun?
Nah, just hanging out, building a stronger relationship. Actually, my official visit is really mainly to be around Coach Walton, around the players, because that's who I'm going to be around playing with. That's who I'm going to be coached by. So that's who I want to be around with, get used to them, build a strong relationship every time I come up there. It don't matter if it's an OV or whatever, a game. My goal is just to build a strong relationship with them, because that's what I'm going to have to do. So.
Now, that being said, you got a million offers. Schools don't take no for an answer. So you still got schools trying to kind of pry you away. How do you take that right now? Are you going to take some other officials? Kind of where do you stand, I guess, as other schools try to continue to push the issue?
I'm still locked in right now. I'm locked in as far as right now. So, I mean, it's still some school leaning towards me, and they said they ain't going to stop recruiting me, so that's out of respect. Certain schools that have been recruiting me before, even before Ohio State, still giving them a chance, but I'm right now, I'm just locked in with Ohio State. So. And
how do those conversations go with Ohio State? Because obviously they can't stop you or another school from talking. They can't stop other schools from recruiting you. They know that's part of the deal. It's what you do it's what you deal with when you're recruiting the best players in the country. But are those conversations pretty relaxed between you and Coach Walton?
Yeah, most definitely. It's relaxed. Just communication. As long as I just let him know what's ahead instead of just doing behind his back and just going around just going on visits without letting him know, then it's a problem. But if you just talk to him and let him know ahead of time, he'll know. But as long as he still know I'm locked in. So.
Chances you would take an official somewhere else?
Oregon, Florida.
Those are two maybe recruiting you the hardest right now?
No.
Oh, okay. Who else? Who's recruiting you the hardest right now other than Ohio State? Well, other than Ohio State. Okay. Other than Ohio State.
I say Georgia.
Georgia's.
Auburn, Bama. Oregon.
Yeah.
I pass. It's one more school. Arkansas. They was trying.
They were here today.
Yeah, they was trying. Miami. They trying to see if I give them a chance, but yeah.
How I guess is it stressful for you?
No, not at all.
Do you just kind of block it out? I mean, how do you deal with all this? Because it's a lot.
It's not a lot. To me, a lot of people think it's a lot, but it's not a lot. Once you know what you really fully committed to, then it ain't really a problem. I mean, I'm just hearing other coaches out, just listening to what they got to say to me. But if every coach saying the same thing to me, I'm letting it go out the other. I ain't really trying to do that. All the coach gonna try to do is buy you and try to sell you for something. But I'm locked in with Ohio, so that's why it's not really a big problem. I don't really be tripping.
So it's interesting because Ohio State really historically has not got a lot of kids out of Alabama.
Right.
But they've got you committed. They've got some defensive linemen. They got Micah down in Mobile they're trying to get.
That's how you started training.
Right. And I'm wondering, are you in contact with any of those guys? Or is that something maybe in June on your official you'll try and get involved with?
Yeah, I'm actually, because I know he's starting to offer more people in Alabama because I told him I'm different than everybody. I ain't going to be like everybody else, stay in state. I'm going to be different. I'm trying to chase my dream. I'm looking at the long run. I ain't looking at the bag right now, currently. I'm looking at the long run. How I'm going to get, the bag later on. Take care of my folks. But, for real, all jokes aside, all the people that got offers right now that's in Alabama with Ohio State, I'll most definitely be on them. So. And
just kind of last thing on that. So, they get Quinshon Judkins, who's from Alabama, in the transfer portal. And then Caleb Downs, who's obviously from Georgia, but played here at Alabama.
Right.
Is that something you guys notice? Does that when you see that those guys are going up to Ohio State? That's interesting. Is that something that kind of makes some noise, I guess, down here?
It do. It makes some noise. I mean, they different. They being different than everybody else. They know why would you want to be coached by the best? Well, I'm gonna put for example for Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs. I mean, don't nobody really know, but his other choice was really Ohio State, but only reason he went to Bama because Nick. So he been build a relationship with Coach Walton. Didn't nobody really know that for real. And, you know, Caleb Downs said that was the best thing he ever made, so why not for every DB?
Well, let's see what happens. It's going to be a fun few months. We appreciate your time, man. Great job out there today, and good luck here
Appreciate you.
as you go through spring ball, and I guess we'll see you up in Columbus in June.
Yes, sir.